construction industry is the largest in the world. It makes up about 13% of GDP. Some of the surveys we look at from companies like McKinsey would estimate that we need to spend about $69 trillion in the next 15 years. So it's an incredible amount of money that will be put into infrastructure all around the world. And I think right now we're at a really critical turning point where those particular projects are incredibly important, and therefore so are the people that are running those projects. So we need to have the right people with the right skills delivering them.
The old ways of doing business in construction works at their own time. However, nowadays, with the rapid development of the business, the faster turnaround of the project is the more MPV that project will provide to the owner of the project. Therefore, the development of the construction industry has to evolve, have to tap into new methods, have to tap into more technologies and digital solutions. Otherwise, they will go obsolete to the old ways, and that they will lose the value of turning the project on time and gaining the benefit of that.
The fact is, these projects often go for many, many years. There's so many different stakeholders involved. It's very difficult to determine what do you want to achieve at the end of that 4, 5, 10 years, whatever it is. And you might get somebody coming along towards the end of it, maybe the operator, who will move in and start running the place. And they'll say, no, that's not how we want it set up. And so there's always going to be that scope creep and changes happening. And in fact, construction is the most wasteful industry in the world. For every $1 billion spent, there's $127 million that is wasted, compared to other industries, which is about 113 million. The focus is on the outcome of producing better results, and we're confident that by upskilling the workforce that we'll achieve exactly that. And I think, like many industries, the construction industry is really shifting to digitalisation and automation. And the fact is, you need new skills to be able to deliver on those fronts. And that's where the upskilling is really important. And that's why the Project Management Institute is developing this professional certification in construction. It'll be called the Construction Professional in Built Environment Projects. And we're really excited about the impact that that'll have on the industry. But it's raising that level of awareness. It's also looking at other new tools that can come in and really significantly make a difference.
Well, for organizations, they have no choice to be developed and be aware of the construction methodologies. Either they be ahead and they get the knowledge and they get the technologies that help them in their constructions, or basically they will live left behind.
The infrastructure projects that we're looking at is not just a pandemic reaction. It is really something that will go on for many years. That's why we've found fantastic responses when we start to speak to people in the industry about this construction course, about the initiative that the Project Management Institute's looking into. They get very excited, as do I, about the impact that this could have. And in fact, some of the comments are, we wish we could have done this earlier with PMI.